episode of the worst best podcast on the planet, the RAWW Live Show. I'm here with Mama Joe, who's mom of the show, T.O., and myself, Frankie J. And welcome back, Joanne. How's it going? How's that last week?
How about you? Good. It's been good. How about
here.
you? Thank you for having me.
Yeah, well, you don't have to say thank you. You're one of the hosts now, but I love having you. And then T.O., we got T.O. over here running point like he always does. T.O., are you ready to roll?
I'm ready to roll. I know it is March, and today is me only day off, and I'm back again. We had a rough week. Work was rough this week, but it's over with now. And
Sorry
ready
about
for
that.
Gotcha. Well, I want to first of all, and I'm sure everybody else here feels the same way. Thanks to the thousands of people that have been tuning into our show live, watching replays, whatever. We're definitely enjoying every minute of it, and keeps liking, subscribing. YouTube, go to rawlive.com where all of our information is. But I wanted to thank everybody for that. But we thought of something different, and this actually comes from mom of the show, and we're going to start a segment called On This Day, and the one that's going to be doing that is going to be T.O., and we're going to start right now. On this day, T.O., take it away.
On this day, 1781, long time ago, the planet Uranus was discovered. That's I got one more. Want one more?
Yeah.
Goes with our guest tonight too. 1964, the first Tim Hortons opens up.
Ooh, hey,
in Hamilton, Ontario, by owner Tim Horton.
Wow, that all you got for
good hockey player? Yeah. You remember him?
Yeah, everyone remembers Tim Horton.
You're a big Mike Ramsey fan. I know that.
I like Joe for helmets, but anyways, that was pretty cool. I don't mind that. I like knowing weird things, but the Uranus thing, I think you could have left out. We have to put another sign up behind the handicap sign in the Beware of Dog.
What?
Never mind.
Another planet?
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, we're lucky enough today to have the time of a friend of ours, longtime friend, actually over 20 years for me, longer for T.O., Joanne for a couple years. Is general manager of a local roller hockey league here in Buffalo, and he's been on the show before, so he's a good friend of the show. It's a Western New York roller hockey league here that T.O. and I have both played in, and Eric pretty much runs. So Eric Hawk is going to join us right now. We're going to bring him up on the stage, and we're going to catch up because we haven't seen each other in a while. Eric, welcome to RAWW Live, man. Welcome to our new show, and thanks for taking time out to hang out with us.
Hey, what's up, guys? Thanks for having me on, man. Appreciate it.
So what's been going on in the life of Eric Hawk since the last time we talked? What are you up to family-wise? How's life treating you? And secondary, how is work treating you? Catch up with us a little bit. Let us know what you're up to now and where things have gone since we talked, a year ago?
Yeah, man, has it been that long? Holy cow. Yeah, life's going good, still living the healthy life, working out all the time, eating healthy, trying to simplify diet, all that good stuff. My daughter's doing good. She graduated high school last year, so she's kind of, putzing around. Yeah. She's putzing around, she's helping me out with some work. She's working at TJ Maxx part-time. She's debating whether or not to go back to school in the fall. So we're going to kind of see how the summer goes. Personal life, mostly the same stuff. Business life is actually a fun time of year for me personally. I start getting really busy, usually right around April. So I got a couple weeks left of freedom. And then, once April hits, I'm kind of swept away until October, but things are going good. We got a lot of volleyball teams signed up, a lot of hockey teams signed up. We're actually doing pickleball this year, which is going to be super cool. Yeah.
That is cool.
Yeah. So there's, the new Tonawanda rink they're building, the ice rink.
Mm-hmm.
Right by the golf dome. So they're actually putting 3 brand new pickleball courts in there. So we're going to start, doing pickleball leagues, which is cool. I mean, it's a new thing for me. So I've kind of had to, learn and teach myself the pickleball rules and all that stuff. I know a lot of people are playing it. It is the fastest growing sport in our country right now. So I'm hoping that thing takes off. But yeah, just kind of pumping all the, spring sports stuff right now, trying to get the registrations in and, planning.
We're pumping
Is pickleball the one with the paddle like this big? Where they throw
it's essentially giant ping pong or miniature tennis, however you want to look at it.
Gotcha.
For old people.
Yes. No, I know.
You know what, Joanna? It used to be for old people. There's actually there's a lot of younger kids that are very, very into it. I've had a ton of my volleyball players, between the ages of 19 and 25, telling me that they're doing a team. So I think it used to be for old people, but now I think it's for all ages.
My mom plays.
I think it's great. I think it's a great thing because now it'll bring it into the, to the mainstream.
Can I say something about pickleball?
Sure.
First of all, I didn't understand what the fuck it was forever. Okay. I was talking to some dude through like a friend that I was doing a podcast with, and he was huge on this pickleball. I'm like, what the fuck is pickleball, dude? Like, I don't understand. And I finally got to see an HBO special where they're putting pickleball courts up everywhere in neighborhoods and communities, and homeowners associations are starting to bitch because of the noise, because of the pickleball. It's like, I guess it's really loud. I don't know. But I've seen it, and it's like competitive stuff. It's just like old people in their 90s and people playing one-handed in the Olympics. So yeah, it's definitely growing.
Yeah, people love it, man. People love it. So we'll see. I mean, it's pretty early for us now, and with it being a new thing, I'm hopeful. I don't know exactly how.
I would be very hopeful. I think it's a great idea. I would be so totally hopeful because it really is a good. You're covering all the age ranges. Because anyone can really play pickleball. So, you may even want it. Well, do you do age ranges with your, pardon my ignorance, do you do age ranges, I guess, for your hockey and for the volleyball?
We do age ranges, and we also do, skill levels. So, you could essentially be 21 and play in the low adult level, or you could be 21 and play in the pro division. It all essentially just depends on your skill level, really. So, but yeah, age. We do have a 30+ league though. That's where Jeff used to play. But yeah, so we have 30+. We do it kind of age and skill both combo. It all depends.
No, I think the pickleball is going to just fly.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, I've done a bunch of research, and I know people love it. And for me, I've done very well with roller hockey in the area. I've done very well with volleyball in the area. So for me, I'm hoping to add that third sport that, we can really flourish with and, take off with. So, it might take a year or two, but I feel like the template's built, and, as long as we get a handful of teams, we'll get it going.
I think it's a great idea. Good luck. I don't even think you need good luck.
Well, you got to.
You got it.
Once the word gets spread out on that, I don't see any problem with a lot of teams signing up for pickleball. It's fun. Like you said, it's like ping pong. I mean, I love ping pong. What gets better than playing that outside?
Here's the problem.
No doubt.
Is everybody buys a ping pong table and people will play for about 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden nobody wants to play, and it just sits there and you put laundry on it. I don't see pickleball's different because you have to actually have at least 2 players and outdoors, so you got to commit to it more. So I mean, for me, I see it's growing. I get it, but I just hope they don't put one right next door to me. Well,
it's indoors also. It's not just outdoors. They have indoor courts. I mean, my friend plays pickleball in Brooklyn, and all the indoor courts are doing it. So it's indoor and outdoor. So you can do both.
That's awesome.
Good. Yeah,
Anybody play racquetball?
I have.
My son does.
When I went to college.
Sorry.
Yeah, I played racquetball in college. It was one of my elective classes. Never played it before in my life, dude. I fell in love with it, man. It is a fun. And you want to work out, you're getting a hell of a workout playing racquetball. But there was one kid in class, and I couldn't beat him. I dropped the F-bomb. I dropped the F-bomb so many times. I would miss a hit, and I would be, fuck. I would just scream, get so pissed. But it was all with good intentions. But, yeah, I did play racquetball, and I loved it. And then after college, I haven't played since. But I would be down to play for sure.
That's how it is for me with the game NHL on PlayStation. I'm an intense player. I've won the Stanley Cup 2 years in a row on the hardest level. Okay, with Jack Eichel twice, raising the cup. But the only person I can't fucking beat is Todd. I can't beat him. No matter what I do, I can have fucking help from the outside, and I still can't beat him ever. It pisses me off. I hate him.
Todd's a shark, huh?
With that game,
I'll beat him 1-0. It doesn't matter.
Do you play online, dude, against like people?
I haven't played in years.
Oh, no shit.
Right now.
He would beat me, even though he's an Xboxer and I'm a PlayStation.
We used to play a lot.
He would definitely
He's strategic, very strategic player. I can see.
He's annoying. He checks a lot. That's his problem. He just checks too much. But anyways, we'll actually have to probably play after this, and we'll probably
put it on. We'll put it on live.
Yeah, we'll put it on live, and maybe I'll whoop his ass finally. Who knows?
Volleyball. That's where do you guys play?
Did you take your fucking meds today, man?
I did.
So the big spot is Manor Lanes in Tonawanda, right by like Sheridan Military, a little bit up the road there.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So we actually, last year we had 2 courts and we were completely sold out. So we added a 3rd court this year, and we're still about 2 months away from the season starting. We're pretty close to sold out now. So I mean, it's a good problem to have, but it's going to be a huge year, man. It's going to be super busy. I am a little bit worried on the back end about being able to handle everything, but it's just who I am. I like the organized chaos and the nonstop go. So I'm up for the challenge. We'll make it work. It'll be an awesome league. People love it.
That's awesome. We've been raw living it over here ourselves. Unexpectedly, and just kind of happens, and we're just going with it. So Todd will say, if you need anything, need any help, contact rawlive.com. Right, Tio?
That's right. We're trying to help people, better themselves, get healthy, get outside, get outdoors, do a few things. I mean, we have a very obese country, and I congratulate.
Oh, not with Ozempic now.
Well, I congratulate people like Eric for running things like this, and giving the opportunity for others to join fun leagues like this. That's great.
That's a great thing.
I always loved it. To me, I looked forward to it. And was I good? No, I sucked. Okay, I was not that good, but I tried my best. I did have one season when I played with my friend Peter, my Asian Italian friend. Kid was incredible, and he
I remember him.
Yeah, good kid, real smart kid. I worked with him, and he was really good at hockey. It was just like Todd. He was an acrobat out there. But I had games where I'd get 4 goals and all that, 30 plus. I tried my best, and then I got to the point where I couldn't even skate anymore. My feet hurt.
Well,
and
when you're a good player, like players like Eric, and you play with people who try their hardest, you respect that player and a lot more than you do somebody who's good and doesn't try and just is out there for
absolutely.
So
big difference.
Kudos to you.
Philosophy.
Yeah,
but those leagues, what you do is what we need. I mean,
I appreciate it. And obviously, like, it's what I do for a living. So, you got to make money doing what you do for a living. But honestly, even put that aside, like, it feels so good. Like, every once in a while when I'm at the rink or the volleyball courts, I'll just kind of stand in the background and just kind of look at all the smiles and all the people having fun. And like, there's value in that, it's like, man, there is a little normalcy left in this world,
Right.
And it's cool to see that. It's cool to see people having fun in a safe place. And I don't know, like sometimes when I'm at volleyball, I feel like we're living back in like 2005. It's like, okay, this is the 2005 vibe, and people are just enjoying stuff, So there's definitely
teamwork, and that's what's important too. I'm sorry to interrupt. It's teamwork. That also is what's all right. What's going on?
Nothing.
Sorry to interrupt, but it's also the teamwork. That's why it feels so good, because they're all doing it together.
Well, and another thing is, like, you envision in your head, how the league's going to be, and it takes time and passion to execute that. And when you map it in your head and you execute it that way, it's very rewarding,
Sure. Especially rewarding. I'm sure you reflect and look back a lot of times on how when you started and to what it is now.
Absolutely. No, for sure. Yeah. And it's like, same thing with you guys with the podcast. Like, you guys started low. Now you guys are kind of climbing the ladder. It's the same exact concept. Like, who doesn't like success? You know what I mean? It's what it's all about,
Sticking to something is what a lot of people don't do anymore. And
commitment.
Commit, discipline, sticking to it, all that stuff's huge.
Well, and that's the thing, and if you look, and I'm not making this up, and Joanne will support me on it. Out of the 900,000 million podcasts that are in the nation, only about maybe 5% of them actually keep pushing really to go. They'll go do 1 or 2 shows, buy all the fucking equipment, and they're going to have a podcast and they won't have listeners for 2 weeks. And then they're like, fuck this. We went through that. We went through the stages of being happy when 20 people were watching us a week. And we went through the stages where no one would watch. And we went through whatever. Now we're to a stage where we're growing. We're not shoving it down people's throats. People know where to find us. Obviously, Antifa Boy didn't like the way that we did our show, and that's the way we want it. We want to do a good, honest, truthful show where we tell the truth how we know it, and we don't take kindly to bullies, and everyone's wusses, and I mean, it is what it is, and that,
I mean, it's hard work, dude. You got to stick to it, man. You just got to keep plugging and you know, like you said, it's like the person that buys the treadmill. They use it 1 or 2 times, and then it sits there for, you know, however many years, and they end up selling it. It's the same thing with the pod, man. You got to keep going. You're not going to get that success reward right out of the gate, man. You just got to keep flowing with it. And you guys have been going a couple years now, right?
God, yeah, we've been keeping up with the flow
of the thing. We're flowing over here. I mean, it's all about, and Joanne really, I still credit her for this. She took approximately a year to bring me back down to fucking planet Earth and make me focus in on one thing and focus on it in a simple way. And the more simple we make this thing, you know, just having a conversation about whatever we're fucking feeling at that moment, and not programming people from the start to say, this is what the show's about. We're just jumping in and talking, and it's just more simple. You know, we don't need entrance music, a little background music. Okay, whatever, you know, but we don't need all that because we fill the time. A lot of these other shows, they want to put in tons of music, and we'll show a video here in a little bit because we actually want to bust your balls. But like we'll share, you know, stuff like that, but we don't shove it down people's throats. We take pride in that. And Joanne made me understand organically, let things grow, and more people will come to you. You know, we very rarely ask people to subscribe and like our channel, and we're still getting thousands of people that are watching. So, hey, I'm happy to make happy and have fun. I mean, what do you think, Tio? You're part of this. 6 years ago, we sat at a laptop with a shitty Bluetooth speaker.
Yeah, that is very true. The struggles we have gone through. But I mean, yeah, I do reflect also and look back, and I'm proud of what we do, and I'm sure Eric is as well. I got a lot of questions for him. Can I ask?
Yeah, go ahead. Why don't you ask him a couple questions?
Like,
let's start drilling them.
Do you guys accept like help? Like, can people get jobs, referee jobs? Do you need help?
It's funny you're asking that. I am actually in the process of I've been kind of going over it in my head, but we may need some help in the roller hockey league this year, and I have been contemplating hiring a personal assistant as well. So
okay.
You know, I just, like, my thing is though is I don't really want to have randoms. I want to kind of target people. Like I feel like I'm a pretty good judge of character, and you know, I kind of know the person I'm looking for. I just got to find them, and the timing needs to work out. Like, I had one girl that was fantastic, but she just doesn't have the time. Unfortunately, she would be a great fit, except she just doesn't have the time. So, you know, so that's something I'm kind of trying to, you know, figure out. But yeah, as far as me personally, I am looking to at least hire a couple of part-timers, and then we always have room for referees and scorekeepers. You always need that, you know what I mean? So,
okay.
So yeah, there are definitely, you know, openings. Anybody can reach out to me if they're interested.
Go to your website, right here, WNYRH.com, right?
Yeah. And then if you want to throw an Eric in front of that, Eric at WNYRH.com is my email. You can shoot me an email. You know, I usually respond pretty quick. I'm in my office quite a bit these days, so.
Cool. Well, I know Todd wants to play again, but he's always afraid he's going to get hurt. So I don't know. Todd, elaborate, because you never get hurt. You got attacked by a mini pit bull, and
there's not many places that'll take your money, and then just if you get hurt, you're on your own.
What does that mean?
What do you mean?
What the fuck do you mean by that? Like,
well, you sign up, you sign a waiver. It's at your own risk.
Right. That's right.
You still got to pay bills at the end of the day. If you get hurt, you're on your own. That's one of the only things that, as I get older, stops me. I think that probably stops a lot of people.
You're not that old, okay? So let's start with that. You're not that old to me. I wish I was your age.
Oh,
and
God,
it didn't stop me at that time. And now it does. But excuse me, it does happen where you will say, okay, now I'm thinking twice about, am I going to do this? Am I not going to do it? Like I do pickleball, but I hurt my shoulder years and years and years ago. And I don't want it to get hurt again.
Oh,
but I do enough of other things that, because I'm out there. But, you're right. As you age, you're going to be hesitant. But
especially
you start being hesitant when you're in your 50s.
Well, I know the kind of player I was, and it would be hard for me to just sit back and not try my hardest. And that worries me sometimes.
I mean, it's a responsible, philosophy to have. I mean, I'll be honest with you. If I didn't run the league, I don't know if I would play. I'm not joking. At this point in my life, if I did not run Western New York roller hockey, there's a very good chance I would not play. For some of the reasons that Todd is saying, not to sound like a pussy, but I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to nurse an injury. Yeah, and I got a bunch of other stuff going on. Like I'm to the point now where I had a game last night, and it's like I'm not. I got a game tonight. I'm pumped. I'm kind of like, fuck, I got a game tonight. But then when I getting there, I'm always pumped. As soon as I lace them up, it's like, all right, cool. But getting there is half the battle.
I got a question.
He was always the most excited to be there.
I have to
when
bring
I
this
played
up
with him.
Let's talk about it.
Dude, I used to live for that shit, man. I really did.
I would score keep at night, and I'd work the games where they were fun to watch. Eric, the games I'm talking about, where you had the pros in there, like you're
yeah.
And it was fun to watch. And I remember I was always scorekeeping going, this guy, he runs the league and he's out there starting fights with people and shit. He's in the penalty box. I'm like, how do I feel about this? I didn't know how to feel. I'm like, my boss is in the penalty box telling some guy to fuck himself. And I'm like, oh my God, what? Can you elaborate on that? Make me comfortable again.
I don't remember. Like, obviously, I know that's happened, but do you remember like who I got a penalty against? Or I mean, I know back in the day was with Todd. Like we were fucking pretty barbaric back then, but I mean, dude, I grew up playing ice. Like I always liked a little bit more of a physical game, man. I always liked a little body, a little choppy chop, a little, you know what I mean? I just always liked that stuff. And, I mean, I've gotten into it with a bunch of people, and I'm to the point now where I don't like that stuff anymore. Like if somebody's going to try to walk me, like I'm going to body them up, but I'm not banging bodies in the boards and shit anymore, But yeah, back in the day, man, like I didn't want somebody to outwork me for a puck battle in the corner. Like I took pride in that, And
so good.
Yeah. I already know the stories, and I've seen Eric play. No, you're a good player. I was just breaking nuts on you. I just thought,
dude, that's definitely happened numerous times. I'm just kind of thinking in my head, which time are we talking about?
Suspend yourself. I don't give a shit. I'm making
dude, I remember one time Flowers was skating out. It was one of the funniest moments of my life, dude. We lined up to take a face off, and we were like, I don't know, dude, upper 20s or something at the time. And I had a habit of being able to get a good chop on somebody's stick and break it. Dude, we lined up for a face-off, and I chopped Flower's stick and fucking broke it right on the face-off, dude. It was hilarious. He was so pissed, dude. So that was one of my funny moments, man.
Awesome. Yeah. I mean, hey, Tio's got one of those moments. We were playing one night, and he had a way of getting in people's heads, and he was really good. If you remember, he could skate around with the puck.
Oh, fuck yeah.
He broke it. And he was skating around, and he was pissing people off. Whoopsie. Every time he'd skate around somebody. And lo and behold, they start coming at us and elbowing and fighting. He skates off to the bench and starts chugging fucking Pepsi. Well, I got my teeth.
Is this in our league, or is this ice?
No,
this was the Epic Center.
Yeah, I got my teeth.
Okay.
Because of him.
You got your teeth popped out?
Because of him.
Jesus. Nice.
Has anybody ever tried to like sue?
Yeah.
After an incident like that? In your league, Eric?
Let's talk about it.
Or how does
anybody try to sue? Yeah. They haven't. I mean, dude, we've had incidents. We actually had an incident a handful of years ago where two guys got kicked out, and they ended up seeing each other off the rink, and the one guy cold cocked, the other guy knocked him out. you know, the ED basically just hit him with a shot and, you know, knocked him out. We haven't really, crazily enough, man, I've been doing this a long time, knock on wood too. We haven't had any, you know, people suing. It's a really tough ground because, you know, like if you go to court, you're playing hockey, you're playing with sticks, you know, unless you sign waivers, unless you're like two-handed baseball bat and somebody in the head and causing serious injury. Like if you're checking somebody and you break a, you know, finger or a hand or something, it's just part of the game. And I think most people realize that, but nothing major that I can think of, to be honest with you.
Knock on wood. Let's take a real quick second here. We got some messages from people. We got Shawnee, and she says, "Hello, Hawk at Hannah's college softball game in Tennessee. How you been? And sorry I wasn't able to make it tonight, but the kids' sports came first. We already knew that." Someone said I vote for Frankie. I hope that was her. And she did mention injuries, and that's a sign of age, my friend. That's what she had to say.
You know what? Also, though, to backtrack on what I said, in order to keep in shape and not get hurt, you also have to keep going.
No doubt. Right. Absolutely. And you gotta eat real food, right, Todd?
Yes, you definitely gotta eat real food. None of this process crap.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. So Eric, we're going to break your chops a little bit on the food. You did make me feel a little more comfortable before we got on live tonight that you had eaten pizza recently, and I was like, phew, that's good because
that was 4 years ago though.
That's okay. That's close.
I'm just teasing. I'm just messing with you. No, dude. Like I said, we eat pizza periodically, man.
Yeah,
you know,
good. That's good. I love to hear that. But you were real big on eating, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you did say before that you strictly eat for fuel, not so much a flavor. You try to make it taste good and hope it does or taste good or whatever. Most times it tastes like shit. But you strictly ate for fuel. Is that correct when I say that?
Yeah, I usually put myself at least in a 90%. I eat 90% for fuel, 10% for taste. You know, that's pretty much where I'm at most of the time.
That's hard.
You're lucky.
Lucky. That's hard.
Sure is.
Especially
very hard. Well, he obviously doesn't really have the need to have that taste. I mean, food, when you talk about eating and the whole deal with eating, it is very psychological. It's not just you're giving it a very good way of looking at it, which is very unusual.
I respect it.
I think it's great.
I manipulate my own mind to believe what I just told you. I'm not joking. Seriously, it took a lot of work, but I self-coach myself. Like, you know, I mean, dude, I'm like anybody. I want to eat pizza all day, every day. I want to eat chicken wings. I just don't do it because I know
don't do it.
Yeah, I know it's not going to get me where I want to go. So I mentally think like, oh, I'm going to have pizza and wings. I'm going to feel like a fat pig. I'm going to be sluggish as shit. And then I'm just like, oh, fuck, I don't want that. And then, you know, I just go on to my healthy stuff. And there's a point, like, I'm not just eating dirt, you know, like there's a point where, you know, I'm eating 90% for fuel, 10% for taste. Like, dude, my meals taste good to me. Yeah.
Can I ask you, what's your fuel? I mean, what do you eat? I mean, I eat very healthy, but what's your fuel?
Termites.
All right.
I don't have the most protein.
Yeah. So for example, like a typical breakfast for me is I get egg whites by the gallon. There's a company that does organic egg whites. So I'll do like, you know, a third of a cup or a cup of egg whites with 2 pasture raised eggs. And then I'll do 2 pieces of Ezekiel bread with a little bit of peanut butter on there.
That's like, what I eat for breakfast.
Yeah, exactly. So that's a typical.
It's delicious.
Yeah, that's a typical breakfast. Okay, and lunch. Then I'll do snack. I've been eating a ton of berries lately. Berries.
God. They better be organic.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. I don't eat that Monsanto shit, man. But but yeah, I do a bunch of like coconut yogurt, some berries, and then like for lunch, I'll do like some oats and, you know, protein powder with some, you know, berries or something on there.
We eat alike.
Or I'll do like a nice smoothie with kale and spinach and all that stuff in there, some oats. And then for dinner,
go on before you go to dinner. So what is your protein powder? Do you do whey? Do you do pea protein? Do you do egg white protein?
There's a company I use now, and it's called, I want to say it's called Flave City. There's a guy on YouTube, and he like critiques all. He calls it Bobby approved. If it's Bobby approved, there's no shit in there. So
Okay.
I watch him, and I actually do his protein brand. And then there's a couple like Orgain, like there's a couple of plant-based ones.
I'm a RAWW fan. That's
oh yes, he's got a really good egg protein, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes,
I remember that.
It's the egg white protein that's unflavored that has the best in it, and that is what I do put in. Let's say my oatmeal, because I do want to use the egg whites, but I also do some whey by him, and he's got one thing in it that's not the greatest, but he seems to be the best because. In terms of Orgain is good also. In terms of protein powders, they're too sweet for me. So I have to, I have to be careful with it. But I mean, and I do the unflavored, and I'll put that in, let's say if I want to bake something. Okay, what's for dinner?
You tell me.
Okay, so for dinner, I was using a company called Trifecta for almost 4 years. And then a new company came up. It's called Sprinly, not Spring. It's Sprinly. And I started ordering meals from them. And it's just more of like a plant-based whole food type meal. Like Jeff, you were telling me about the one company you used. It was kind of like mass-produced, crappy. Trifecta kind of started getting like that. You could just tell.
I did Trifecta. I've also done Trifecta.
It was great for a while. Yeah, it was. So the new company I switched to, it's just more like fresh. Like yesterday I had a beet burger. It was literally like a beet patty with beans. Yeah, they mushed it all up. It was really good. And then there was like a spring salad in there with some quinoa.
Ooh,
so that
Spell that Sprinly.
Yep, correct.
This leads into the perfect thing that I have ready for Eric tonight, because I wanted to kind of break his nuts a little bit on what he eats. And did you ever hear of the mosquito burger that they serve over there in Africa?
That's what I told you.
Dude, I feel like I did hear about that. Refresh me.
I'm going to show it to you.
A termite pound for pound has the most protein.
Okay, it's just disgusting. All right.
Could you introduce?
I don't know if I could mess with that, man.
Lake Victoria is swarmed with so many mosquitoes. They're impossible to count. Around 2,000 per cubic meter. To tackle this insect invasion, locals came up with a solution. Despite its dark appearance, this unconventional meal is actually quite tasty.
You should probably eat it.
Okay. Dude, I don't think I could get myself there, man. As hardcore as I am, I don't think that's for me.
That's what I wanted to see, how hardcore you were.
Yeah, listen, I'm very hardcore. I can usually manipulate my mind to think like, if it's healthy, I'll eat it. I don't know if I can go there with that, dude. That's a whole different thing, man. You got me. I don't think I would mess with that.
I don't think we have to ask him any more questions.
If he was hungry enough.
Yeah. If you were afraid,
if I was hungry enough, but I really would have no interest. Todd, you eat pretty healthy. Would you try those?
Like a bag of pretzels a night.
Burger King every day.
Joanne, you eat healthy. Would you try that?
I actually would. I would try it as long as it's not, a diseased mosquito and it's organic.
Exactly.
And it's also kind of, I mean, if you fry it and you're frying it in a good healthy oil.
And butter.
How bad could it be?
Yeah.
I mean,
always butter.
Butter makes it better. I don't think I could do it. I'm already throwing up.
Do you use regular butter, Eric, or no? You against butter?
You know what? There's a company I actually use Irish butter. It's a certain brand, and
kettle whatever.
Correct.
It's the best.
Yes.
Best.
It's the best. Like if you get like something like, I believe it's not butter or whatever it's called. There's like 18 ingredients. Yeah, there's like 18 ingredients in there. Irish butter has like 2 or 3, it's like salt, cream, and whatever, which is what it should be, So I don't have any problem with butter, but, as long as it's something that doesn't have 18 things in there,
Real butter. Yeah, real butter.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, dude, honestly, real butter, if you're not eating a ton of it, it can be good for you.
That's right.
So, yeah. A day keeps the the doctor away.
I wouldn't eat a stick of dick.
Why not?
It's better to use butter than it is to use other things that they're trying to make.
Oh, then use the crap that they say.
Yeah, the seed oils are the real big things they're talking about now. The seed oils are really bad. A lot of chips and pretzels and all those snacky things have that shit in there. That stuff is not good.
Nope.
No. I'm a real picky eater, man. I grew up simple on wish sandwiches. Hell yeah. Well, the girl's really cute that delivers a pizza. She's such a nice girl, college athlete, super friendly, professional. And like we said earlier in the show, you don't see a lot of kids at that age that are fucking ready to be adults, man. And she's conducts herself in a way. Honestly, I don't know. Probably late 20s.
Okay.
You know,
that's cool,
but yeah, she's so polite, so professional and courteous and young, and you don't see that very often. So, and she's cute.
Tip her good.
I do. I always give her $10. She always drives 2 miles and gets $10 plus a tip.
Did you invite her in yet for a nightcap?
No, I like older women. I mean, yeah, I like the older women. I think that's safer.
I'm leaving this conversation.
Well, you know, listen.
Show us the puppy.
Oh yeah, this is Willie. Everybody, this is my new
what's
addition.
Willie dressed in?
Looks like a sweetheart, man.
Well, since we have the Beware of the Dog sign up behind Todd because he got attacked, idiot.
He looks like he just wants to chill all day, man. Yeah. Great looking dog. Great looking dog, dude. I'm a huge dog, man. I got my dog's a little bigger. I got a Saint Bernard.
No, that's a little big.
He's for Saint Bernard. He's actually not that big. He's like 105. My daughter's friend had a Saint Bernard that was like 165 pounds. You know.
Oh my god.
He's small. And he's lean. You know. I actually always thought Saint Bernards were like lazy, and he gets in his stints, but he's also outside. He loves running around and all that stuff. So, but yeah, great dog. I love all dogs.
I love all dogs. I wouldn't want to
have a grand dog. I have a corgi grand dog.
Oh, nice.
A corgi. And then the corgi comes and visits, and she's got a best friend that's a Burmese mountain dog, and you just can't imagine how they play. So, and that
Burmese is big, right?
Yeah.
So
she thinks she's a big dog, but you know, it's cool.
It's all right. Your grandma, you let her get away with things, but
I do. But she's very well trained. Very
awesome.
well trained.
Otherwise, you wouldn't like her. Believe me. Puppies are annoying. Like to hard training, like the first they
are 2 years. 2 years, right?
It's 3, 3, and 3. The first 3 days, the first 3 weeks, and the first 3 months are the key parts of a dog being trained as a puppy.
Interesting.
And acclimating to your environment.
Discipline.
3 stages, 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months. And by that time, the dog should be comfortable enough where you start training. So what people do is they get puppies and wonder why in 3 weeks they suck. I've done it, but I had physical problems with back surgery and all that. It's a lot of fucking work. And they just...
Well, it is. That's why I kind of would say, all right, Alex, could you like train a dog for me for 2 years and then give me the dog so that the dog is already trained? Because it is awful. It's like raising a kid.
It really is.
That's why I'm a cat person. But now, is that a he or a she? Willie.
It's hard to tell with that thing on it.
It's a he.
Poor thing.
Okay.
Black and white. Prison stripes, man. He's in jail.
He's adorable. He's really.
How old is he, dude?
I guess from what they told me a little over a year.
Oh, so he's still the baby.
Yeah.
Well,
I love how you dress him.
He loves you, dude.
Oh, look at him.
He's my buddy, man.
He's got his prison. She's going to do a show next talking about
prison t-shirt
inside of prison. Doggy prison.
He definitely looks like a lap dog, dude. Holy shit, man.
He'll lay at my feet now, so I'm afraid to roll on my chair. I slide.
Yeah, you don't want to hit him.
He's hooked on me. We drove 11 hours together. I mean, so
yeah. Well, and he knows you saved him and all that stuff. Like, dude, dogs are smart, man. Dogs are smart.
Yeah, he wasn't in a bad spot at all. He was in a very loving environment. I just happened to be the guy that matched up with him perfectly and was able to bring him home.
And you slide on that chair than you do on skates.
Shut up. No, you got me there, okay? And I can show you on camera that I'm giving him the finger. Whatever. He takes his pokes because he knows that sometimes pokes will last a while.
Oh,
you gotta have a little fun, right?
Oh, we have to. Sometimes I want to kill him. Other times he's great. It's like normal brother.
You
bullshit.
can't get the most improved player if you started out good.
That's true. That's very true.
That goes back to dedication and trying your hardest.
Yeah. You gonna turn this into a Tony Robbins fucking segment?
Sure.
You gonna start recruiting FLDS style?
I wonder if you guys hire cheerleaders at all over there.
Are you guys Tony Robbins fans?
Volleyball. Do you need any volleyball groundskeepers?
Oh, jeez.
Why do you ask?
All right, Todd.
Why do you ask?
Do your spiel.
I'm big into lawn care. I'm just wondering who rakes that up.
Big in the lawn care. Who rakes that up, Eric? Who takes care of it?
So we actually are saying last year it had to get tilled all the time. So we had a four-wheeler with a equestrian rake, and we would till it that way. But this year we're getting new sand. It's going to be so much better, man. It really shouldn't have to be tilled, maybe once a week, which is going to be a huge load off our shoulders. It's more like that powdery sand. We got all new drainage and stuff.
Where you guys get? Because I actually top dress my lawn with sand, and it's hard to find quality food around here.
You know what, dude? I'm not even sure. The Brian from Manor Lanes, he handled all that, so I'm not 100% sure where he got it from. But supposedly the company said we put in all new drainage, which is going to be huge, and then with the new sand, it should flow pretty good, hopefully.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Yeah, things got to flow. Keep it flowing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, keep it flowing. I'm gonna open up the phone lines if anybody wants to call in. If everybody's okay, if someone wants to call in with a question, you guys all good with that?
Sure. Yeah, let's do it.
Ready for some pain?
Do it. I'm disappearing.
He's it'll be the first time.
Joanne's taking 5.
Yeah, she likes to run away sometimes, but we just put the phone number up. And if we can only take one call at a time, so if we're on a phone call, we'll keep it short. If somebody wants to come on the show on the phone, shoot a text message and we'll see it. And as soon as we wrap up with one caller, we'll go on to the next.
I lost myself.
So Joanne's having a meltdown over here. I don't think she took her fucking meds today, but that's just me. But,
don't forget to let them know how to sign up for for any of the hockey leagues also.
Yeah. If anybody wants to sign up for the hockey league that Eric is the general manager of, just go to the website right there on the screen, WNYRH.com, Western New York Roller Hockey.com, and sign up. And if you put in the area where you pay, put in the code word RAW Live with 2 W's, RAWWLIVE, and that lets Eric know that you signed up because you saw the show, and you'll get 20% off. So thank you, Eric, for offering that to our audience.
RAW Live exclusive.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, very absolutely. Cool. Definitely a live exclusive. We don't like offering discounts to many people. So
no, you don't. No, you don't. You do need a to collect money. I would love that job, to go into a locker room of 8 guys ready to play that haven't paid shit and be like, you know what? Sorry, guys, you got to forfeit. So you got to pay for the whole team now. And then $25.
You only want to go in there so you can see him naked, dude. I know how you are.
Hey, you get the money.
That right, Todd, or what?
He was the first and last out.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's
he knows. We figured him out, dude.
How does he know? How does he know?
Oh, because I asked for rides and you were already there.
Yes, who?
Ask for rides. Sometimes I'd need a ride. You're already there. I go, what? It's 2 hours early.
I lived around the block.
I know. You're looking for a good seat in the locker room.
I guess so. You're doing. I don't want to sit on some swamp ass bench that some
told you
silly.
Hey, quick little side note. I'm not a big Oscars guy at all, but I saw. Did you guys see where John Cena came on stage essentially naked? Did you guys see anything about the Oscars?
No.
I Why did he do that? Anyway, saw that.
Dude, so I was on your YouTube feed, I get news on there, and I see John Cena naked. I'm like, there's no fucking way this guy came at the Oscars.
He did that.
Naked. Dude, it's insane. He had a little card, and I mean, dude, if he wasn't naked, he might have had a sock over his dong because you couldn't. Yeah, it was crazy. So I just wanted to see what you guys thought about that, because that to me that sounds.
First he's dressed as a woman, now he's butt naked.
Yeah, so I think we're thinking the same thing at that point, dude. That was my point. Something ain't right there, man. Something ain't right.
All right. Well,
I wonder what Cat Williams has to say about this.
Oh, exactly, dude. You're going to the exact spot where I'm going with that. Something don't add up there, bro. Because dude, I've like watched like documentaries about Cena and stuff, and he's a big gym guy, dude. I watched some of his workouts. That's not John Cena doing that shit, dude. That ain't him, man. That is not the person I know. So I think we got a little sellout going on.
Maybe
too bad
to
see that shit, man.
Hey, I asked Todd the question earlier that who's that Jamoke that's fighting Mike Tyson in July? I can't even think of his name.
Jake Paul, dude. I hope Tyson knocks his ass out, even though that fight's rigged as hell.
I want to fight him. I want to beat the shit out of him just for thinking he can beat Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson's going to win, dude.
Yeah,
right?
I don't believe any of that shit's real, dude. I think all that shit's staged on the back end, and then you get idiots like us paying fucking $100 for the pay-per-view because
I happen to agree with you.
And I know it's rigged, but I'll probably still buy the pay-per-view just because I want to see it. You know what I mean? What's that, Todd?
Is it on Netflix or no?
It's a Netflix.
You know what it is? It is. Yes, you're right. That's the first time they're doing it. But dude, that Mayweather-McGregor fight years ago, come on. Yeah. I don't believe that shit was real, man. There was so much money on the line. It's as simple as Mayweather going, hey, man, let's do this. I want to stay undefeated. Let me drop you in the 7th round. We'll both walk away with fucking 170 million or whatever the hell they got. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and if you're McGregor, why not?
I mean,
fuck, he walked away with what, 130 mil? Okay, knock me out for 130 mil, But I feel like all that stuff's bullshit now, man. It's too bad,
Well, that's what I said to Todd. If I would get paid $5 million, $10 million to go into the ring, current status, physical and all, Mike Tyson the way he is, and just last 30 seconds, I would do it. And Todd's like, I wouldn't. He'll break my ribs with one punch.
Dude.
And then you'll have $5 million to get relaxed and get it fixed.
He would have to last 30 seconds, so that's the problem. I don't know if he could. Well, that's the big key there. I mean, dude, I seen Tyson train him, man. He still hits like a train, man. That guy's just an absolute beast.
His body shots, if you are more explosive than his head shots.
We're gonna take a look.
His whole aura back in the day was like I was young. Dude, he was a scary dude, man. I loved him.
Boxing has never been the same.
All right, everybody. You know what? We actually have somebody on the line that wants to talk to us. Who's calling? What's your name? Where are you calling from? Welcome to RAWW Live.
Hi.
Hi.
My name is Sue, and I'm calling from Lake Placid, New York.
Oh, I love Lake Placid. We were just talking about Miracle. So what's up, Sue? Sue me a river.
Yeah, I just want to know why you allow that person, Joanne, to actually talk to people.
Well,
what's that all about?
They say hire the handicapped are fun to watch. Does that answer your question?
I suppose everybody's got to have a place, right?
You can learn a lot from a dummy.
That's why Tio
You're right, Joanne. You're right.
Yeah, we're
I am very good friends with Joanne.
I know. Okay. I knew exactly who you were when I saw the number.
Is this the loser?
Loser,
yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God! How do you know that?
Oh, I always know when I'm talking to a loser.
A loser or a loser?
Luge.
Eric, do you know anything about luging?
Oh my God!
I don't.
Not much.
Right,
you just go really fast.
Yeah. Have you ever gotten really, really hurt going?
I thought you had to be Jamaican.
Yeah. Cool runnings.
No, that's bobsled. That's bobsled.
Jamaican bobsled team.
Luging's where you lay down and just hope to God that you don't fall off your sled with a rubber suit on and get the shit beat out of you by the track.
That's awesome.
When's the last time you've gone for a run, Sue?
Yeah, Sue. Let's talk about
it. My God, 1989 maybe.
Jesus.
Holy shit.
Yeah. After
it was in the 84 Olympics.
84, eh?
Yeah.
84. Imagine how much faster would you be scared to do it now with all the technological advancements and danger and having to wear like basically, I don't know, crash proof gear? Would you do it now?
Oh, hell no.
Why not?
Not a chance.
Looking back, are you amazed that you even did it back then? Is it like, holy shit, I can't believe I did that?
Oh, we talk all the time about some of the stuff that we used to do as kids. I mean, because both my husband and I, we love, daredevil type things, and we always say we wonder how we survived it.
Let me ask you this: you were kind of a daredevil back in the day. That stuff kind of follows you. What do you do now to get your fix of adrenaline, or any of that stuff?
Call in live to the RAWW Live Show.
There you go. I talked to Joanne. I raise kids. You're right. It's not easy. The mind goes.
Let's talk about it.
How old are your kids?
I have a 27 and a 25-year-old. My son actually went to RIT with Joanne's boys.
Very cool.
Oh, no shit. Yeah, that's right around the corner from us. We're in Buffalo, so Rochester is just probably an hour and a half from where we're at.
Yep.
I used to live in Rochester and live on garbage plates. It was awesome. Best time of my life.
Sue, did they ever take you for the garbage plate?
Oh gosh, yes, did absolutely.
So good.
I thought it was disgusting. I loved it.
Tahoe, that place is a goddamn landmark. It was I lived down the street from it at the time. It was Spencerport Road that turned into Lyle Avenue, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
And it was a few blocks down from me, and I'd eat there every night. $5, man. You'd get 2 cheeseburgers, home fries, mac salad with some lead bread that you could break someone's fucking skull with. And it was just delicious. They gave me a bottle of ketchup because I was there every day, so I didn't have to keep asking for ketchup. They tossed me a bottle. It was awesome. As soon as I walk in, I loved it.
The good old days, man. The good old days.
Fucking slop. Yeah, especially after drinking all night. Phew.
Sue, what's your take on the world today as opposed to when we were younger?
The world?
The world today as a whole, yeah. We were talking about it.
I live in a bubble in Lake Placid. I mean, you're kind of in a bubble here. I'm retired now.
Okay.
So I just kind of live in a bubble.
I love bubbles.
You just kind of live in your own world, essentially.
I do, because they're awful. I mean, they're rude. The younger people today, they don't respect people. They don't respect property.
Assholes. Yeah.
Jeff, and Todd were talking about that before we came on.
Yeah.
No respect.
Yeah.
No.
Joanne and I talk about it all the time.
I think kids should go to military school by law now.
They used to say that.
I think that's a good idea.
Fuck them. Make them wear a uniform. Bring it back to the basics. If they steal something, slap the shit out of their fucking hands with a ruler. Okay, I got paddled in the ass if I didn't dry my back in elementary showers. Okay, they made an example out of you. If you didn't dry your back, you get the gym teacher had a whiffled paddle and poof. Okay, I took it like a man, and I was freaking 8.
You didn't dry your back on purpose because you wanted that smack, dude. Didn't he, Todd?
Man,
I mean,
you did on purpose, dude. You wanted to get that spanking.
Well, I can clench my cheeks to save my life, man. I'm good. I'm a tough son of a gun. I'm a Rolex wearing, limousine driving, weird ass acting son of a gun. Woo! Isn't that how he does it?
Sort of.
Whatever. You guys asked for it. They dumb shit. I give dumb responses. It's kind of like T.O. is rubbing off on me over here.
We're the towel rack.
You're the one with the handicap parking behind you, so I don't understand what your language is over there. You get attacked by a freaking Boston
safe
Terrier.
Space.
Yeah, safe space. What's your guys?
Is Willie by you? Is Willie by you?
Where else would he be?
Yeah, he's sitting in my feet.
Okay. Sue, did you see Willie?
Oh, he's adorable.
He sure is.
He's absolutely adorable.
I love my Willie.
Yeah. Wait till he bites your hand up.
He ain't gonna bite my hand. He's my Willie. It's my Willie. Leave my Willie alone. Yeah. Don't get sick over there, Sue. I can disconnect you from the call very quickly. If we get X-rated.
You might have to, because it's right on the tip of my tongue.
I bet it is.
Sue, are you a pickleball player?
I'm not. I've never played it.
Yeah, should.
Good change, though. Good change.
Yeah, change up. We change it up sometimes. That's what we do.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Nothing else to do. Change it up.
There you go.
Pickleball it. Western New York roller hockey. Do you have any questions for Eric, Sue, about his hockey league?
No, I think what he's doing is wonderful. And I have a best friend that lives over in Buffalo, and I'm in Buffalo all the time, and I'm going to come see him.
Are you really?
It's actually a nice bar in there. It's a good place. You might catch Rob Ray.
Yeah,
Yeah, Mike Robitaille.
Yeah, I love it. My friend lives not far from the Buffalo Stadium, and I'm there. I'm there a lot. My son's in Rochester. She's in Buffalo. My daughter's right across the border in Canada, so it's just like a ping pong.
Oh, nice. So
I'm down there now.
Damn, you
nice.
know
That's cool.
how many cell towers that takes to ping around? That's a lot of cell towers. Jesus.
And I've been trying to get Joanne to go down with me, but she said she doesn't want to see you guys.
She wants to see Todd, but not Jeff, she said.
Get your mind out of the gutter.
In the gutter. I'm in my studio.
We've heard that a lot about Joanne.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can tell you stories.
We've got our own Loomy stories here.
Yeah.
Joanne used to be a bad girl, huh?
Joanne.
Joanne is a bad girl.
Yeah.
I am a bad girl.
Cheeks are turning as pink as those headphones.
That's why we want to. You don't need no makeup now.
Yeah, right. I don't need any makeup now.
See, we handled you, and we didn't even have to touch. We're not even near each other.
During hockey games, you used to wear makeup a little bit, didn't you?
Come on, man. I didn't just get out of California prisons, dude. Okay. Anyways, Stu, you're a fun person. We could talk all night, like Lionel Richie. All night long.
All night long.
T.O. loves Lionel Richie. He likes Aaron Neville too. He's a real big Aaron Neville fan. You know Aaron Neville?
What are you up to tonight, Sue?
I'm sorry?
What are you up to tonight? What are you up to?
Believe it or not, I'm quilting. I taught myself how to quilt.
Sweet.
Oh, nice. That seems very peaceful and therapeutic. I don't personally have the patience to do that, but I can see how that would be very, very relaxing.
Very funny.
It is. It's either that or get drunk, and that didn't quite work out for me, so I went quilting.
Yeah, that didn't work for me either.
Better choice.
Make a raw live.
I gave it a really good try, but I don't know.
Too much yeast.
Yeah, you should make a raw live quilt. I dare you.
Oh, yeah.
A what?
A quilt for
Oh, my God.
There you go. And we'll see you in about 5 years.
Send me if you send me the labels and your design.
I'll send it.
I can do it.
You should see the stuff she does. She's really talented. I try to tell her to sell it.
Do you just do it yourself, Sue, or do you actually make it and sell stuff? I would be very into having you make one for me. I'll pay you for it for sure.
Look at we're starting a fucking business for you, Sue.
We're starting a business, Sue.
There you go.
You're welcome. Go find some immigrants now to make it for you. Cheap labor.
Aren't they called illegals or are they immigrants?
You know what I meant. Listen. I don't know. I am who I am. I talk how I talk, and it's there. We're not here to offend people.
On the way here, I passed them at the Red Roof Inn.
Yeah, they say hi, and
that's where they're housing them.
Oh yeah, a mile away.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can't get in the parking lot. There's security.
Nope.
Did you know that, Eric? Over there.
What's that?
Right by the rink, the Red Roof Inn. It's all illegals that are in there.
Are you guys serious?
Yeah, being serious. They
have a heart attack.
It's been there for a while. Actually, they had UB, but then right before the kids started going to the dorm there, the parents called and said, we don't want our kids coming here. If there's
no shit. Yeah, I haven't really been following that stuff, man. That whole thing's pathetic, honestly, you know?
Pretty messy.
It's just a slap in the face to the actual people who were homeless all this time.
Yeah. I was
no doubt.
You can do, and then they just immediately put all these people on.
Yeah.
Feed them, and
the soap isn't good, so we'll at least knock it down a notch. Like, they're not using good soap, so it makes me feel a little bit better. But let's not talk about that anymore, because that makes everybody angry, and it's illegal. And I don't want to do anything illegal on camera, because I don't need the help of a camera to do illegal things. I don't do illegal things though. What about you, Tio? What do you do that's illegal? You want to tell your Ghostbuster pack story before we wrap it up?
That's right, you don't.
Do anything illegal? No.
No, okay. I thought you were on the run at one point. Eric, you're not on the run because you're wide open here with the Rower Hockey League, which I do want to take the last few minutes to thank Eric. You know, Eric, thanks for coming on, spending some time with us, having a blast. I thought it was awesome. Sue, you've been great as our call-in today. Joanne is wonderful. We love her here at RAWW Live. She is a huge part, the pink headphones seller. T.O. is just here because he's handicapped and funny to watch. So it's been really fun.
Everybody needs a home, dude.
Yeah. Yep. That's right.
Thanks for having me. Have a great night.
Yeah. Thanks for coming on, Sue. Nice meeting you.
Thank you.
You too. Bye-bye.
Good times.
Bye, babe.
Good times, great oldies. I love taking live calls. But it's been a blast. But we have to stop here because we're at our hour. It's gone by so quick. Eric, you must come on again sometime, and we can
absolutely.
And I will put a link to your website on our website here in the next day or so. And if anybody
put the code up too, 20% off.
Yep. Use the code. I'll put the code there, RAWW Live, and you will get 20% off. The website's right there under Eric's very bright green shirt, white hat, white bodied face. And somebody said, bye, Eric, and
sweet,
leave Willie alone. So somebody was picking on Willie. Oh, it was probably T.O. See, T.O., leave Willie alone, asshole. But anyways, I want to thank all our viewers. I thank our guest, Eric, Todd, Joanne, as always. And be ready for next week. We're going to interview Joanne next week, and we're going to learn all her dirty secrets from the past and find out why she talk about it. So everybody definitely tune in for that. It's going to be fun. And thanks again to all the thousands and thousands of people that have been watching, listening, and sharing our show. We do, appreciate it all. And we'll see you all next time. Thanks for being here.
All right. Take care, guys.